On this music production tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a metallic snare in seconds. I'm in Ableton right now, but this tutorial could be used for any DAW. So I'm going to play you a little bit of this song. This is a new song I'm working on called Futebol. It's like a Brazilian record, so you can hear the snare within the mix. Right. Then kind of goes into this pattern, bit of a work in progress. Kind of goes to this right here. Right, so you can see where the song's going. Still, again, a work in progress. But here's the main point of this video, this snare. Here's how you make it. First off, honestly, you can grab pretty much any sample that you want. If it's tonal, that makes it a little bit better. So this is from the Excellent Sound Quest for Bass Pack. It's a snare in E, so it sounds like this initially. Right? Definitely see if you can find one that's a bit tonal. Next, this is my main rack. I'm going to show you kind of every single thing to start. So first off, I'm going to turn off all these. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add Ozone Imager. This is a free plugin. I want to make the snare a little bit wider because initially it sounds like this. When I turn this on, a bit more stereo width, and I kind of wanted that for this particular song because I kind of want to have this wideness to it. Next, I added a phaser / flanger, kind of messed around a little bit with this. You can do some funky things with this on a snare. But without it, sounds like this. With it, just something subtle. It sounds just a little subtle. It kind of makes it a bit weird. I think especially for a like a world music record, like a Brazilian record, I kind of want to have the snare be a little funky, if I'd use that word. So like this. I can even make it weirder like this. Right? And when you add in all this other stuff I'm going to show you, it gets pretty funky. So we have this right now. Next, I want to saturate it, because sometimes when you use a phaser or flanger, and makes it sound a bit quieter, so now it sounds like this. So this is our main kind of like base for the sound, right? Boosted the wideness, added a phaser, and then added a saturator. Here's where the magic is. Here's like the main bulk or main point of this video. Let me say that. The EQing. All you do, honestly, and turn this one on and bring it up, is this. This is the main secret. The notes here on the FabFilter Pro Q2, and then I want to go to E. So, of course, like I said, this is a tonal snare in the note of E. This song's also in E minor. So what I did is I went to E and I boosted it like crazy in both E6 and E8. That's pretty much all I did, and I raised it as high as I could go. So as high as I could go, so you can see it's boosting it by 30 decibels. So it goes from this now to this. That's pretty much actually the main thing, right? It's that easy. Then what I did, just a little cool pro tip, I did add another EQ. Technically, you could argue that I could just make these a little bit lower, but it's just easier. I think sometimes adding multiple EQs on your rack, I think it's just easier. So because this, to me, I'll be honest, sounded a little too sharp. A little too sharp for me. I added this just to duck it a slight bit. So now I have this. I think it just sounded a little softer, a little better, I think, in the mix, because I did want to punch, but not too much or not have to be too sharp. And then because I'm lowering this on these section by 5 decibels, decided to add a utility just because in the mix I thought it was a little too quiet, like this. I kind of want to have a little more punch, so I just literally put on utility, boosted it by almost 3 decibels, and now, again, in the mix, sounds like this. That easy.